The number of Ohioans filing for unemployment continues to skyrocket every day amid the pandemic, but by just how much, we don't exactly know because the state has stopped releasing jobless data daily due to an order from the Trump administration. Just yesterday, the spike in unemployment claims crashed Ohio's unemployment website.
What we're experiencing now is frankly unprecedented. This system was not built for a crisis. It should be up and running now.
Meanwhile, Cuyahoga County's executive is calling on the state to change the rules to better protect workers laid off during the coronavirus pandemic. 5 on Your Side investigator Scott Knoll first exposed the problem last week. He has more tonight on why the county says things need to change.
If you need a representation of what this pandemic has meant to workers, here it is. I'm downtown, late afternoon, sidewalks, streets almost empty. The governor's stay-at-home order in full effect. It's the sound of prevention. Downtown Cleveland eerily quiet at rush hour, a scene that worries Cuyahoga County Executive Armond Budish.
The streets are empty. They're empty because people are out of work, and it's a tragedy.
A tragedy that slammed head-on into Taylor Day's life.
Nobody was expecting a pandemic. Nobody.
Certainly not this new mom. She started working as a bartender in January after the birth of her son, never expecting a layoff would come 3 months later because of coronavirus.
You save for emergencies. My emergency, my life-changing event was having him. So when this rolled around, only 3-4 months later, you don't have anything then.
She applied for unemployment, but says she was rejected because she hadn't worked the required 20 weeks before coronavirus virtually shut Cleveland down.
There's a lot of people that were working hard. There was a lot of people that switched jobs recently just to make their lives better and their families' lives better, and they're falling through the cracks.
Cracks in the unemployment benefits safety net Budish wants to see closed.
How are people going to feed their families and pay their mortgages? And it's really sad. So we're doing everything we can to help make sure that people have enough to live on.
He says that includes instructing the county's lobbyists to push lawmakers to make it easier for workers laid off because of COVID-19 to collect benefits.
We'd like to see basically no requirements at this point for unemployment. If you lost your job as a result of this epidemic, you should get unemployment.
He says he's hopeful changes to the requirements will come.
They're contacting everybody that they can in state government and federal government. So we're optimistic, but until something happens.
In the meantime, laid off workers stuck without paychecks, hoping help comes soon.
You try not to think about it. You go on. You think, oh, this bill's not due until then. Rent's not due until then. I have today, and that's all we're thinking about is today. But when that day comes, that all those bills are due and that rent is due, we don't have that today anymore.
Budish points out there are a number of companies in the Cleveland area looking for workers right now, but he admits that number of jobs nowhere near the number lost because of this pandemic. In Cleveland, I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Scott Knoll.